A few years back, I got a chance to interact with one of the famous fund managers in India. I asked him a casual question: which is your favorite indicator? Without wasting a second, he immediately replied ADX. Till that day, I heard about ADX, but I didn't explore anything about ADX. From that day, I started exploring more about ADX. ADX is a wonderful technical indicator which helps to measure the strength of a trend. Hey everyone, my name is Indrajit Chantraj. I'm a full-time trader and author of 7 best-selling books. In this video, I will explain everything about ADX indicator and how to use it in the real trading. So without wasting much time, let's start. The ADX indicator is an average of expanding price ranges. The ADX indicator is developed by Willis Wilder, and this indicator attempts to measure the strength of a price movement in both positive and negative direction using plus DI minus DI lines. So let's plot ADX indicator. If you type ADX, you will come to know ADX is here. Okay, so basically I will expand it. So basically ADI consists of 3 lines actually. Okay, so this blue color line is the ADX line, and this red color line is the negative DI line, and this green color is the positive DI line. Okay, so it is, ADX is very simple to understand. Whenever this blue line, that is ADX line, is above 20, it indicates the strength of a trend. So either it is an uptrend or a downtrend, but if it is above 20, it indicates the strength is strong. Okay, and if the negative DI line is greater than this a positive DI line, then it indicates the strength of the bearish trend. In other words, if the ADX line is above 20 and if the green line is above red line, which means positive DI is above negative DI, it indicates the strength of the bullish trend actually. Okay, so now let's see a couple of examples so that you will understand it in a better way. Okay, so now just observe the price information from here to here. From price chart, it is clear that the price is in uptrend, right? It is in a clear uptrend. So can you see here from ADX, it started coming up from here because till it was in sideways mode till here. But the moment it started trending upside, ADX level came above 20 and it stayed above 20, right? Except this little period, the consolidation, it stayed above 20, right? And if you see very clearly, this green line, which means plus DI line, is above negative line, right? Negative DI line, isn't it? So this is how we can use ADX. I will look into some charts actually. Okay, we'll go to Axis Bank. Okay, so can you see it here? The trend is down, right? Here, it is falling very rapidly. Can you see here? ADX is above 20. It came above 20 here actually here, and this red line, negative DI line, came above this green line, right? So this indicates the bears are controlling the market. So until the ADX line stays above 20 and the red line stays above green line, it indicates the strength of the bears. So can you see it is still bears in control, but here the bull started controlling, right? At least this part. Can you see it went up? ADX also went little upside 20. Then again the price movement depends actually. Okay, so this is one example. We'll go to some other chart. For example, CET Limited. Can you see here? It's not very clear. I will minimize it. Okay, from here to here, can you see it is in a clear downtrend, right? Can you see the ADX line came exactly about 20 here, and then red line also came about 20, right? The minus DI came above plus DI, and until it is in trending, the ADX line stayed above 20 actually. Okay, and now it is continuing. Now it looks like green line came above red line, but ADX is just came above 20. Can you guess what happens here? So unless this ADX line stays above 20, there is a possibility of trend. So if it stays below 20, then there is a high probability of sideways. Can you see here it is completely sideways, right? From here to here. Can you see ADX line is below 20 actually? We can also look at ITC. ITC is okay. Can you see here from here to here it is kind of sideways, right? Except this little movement, it is completely sideways move, right? See here ADX, most of the part it stayed below 20, except this little bit. So it stayed below 20, right? Okay, and whenever the price started the breaking up, ADX came about 20. Okay, the same functionality works even for lower time frame charts, but in lower time frame we will get more noise, but the functionality works same actually. Okay, let's say I will go to an hourly chart and let's see how it behaves. Okay, see this is an hourly chart. Can you see in hourly chart Nifty fell, right? Nifty fell and the ADX is above 20. Okay, and this red line is above green line. Okay, so the same logic works. Suppose let's say I will go to 50-minute chart. I mean you will get more noise in 50-minute chart, but still it works in the same way. So it is a kind of sideways to downtrend. ADX is stayed above 20 and this red line came above green line. So it indicates the strength of a bearish trend. From here again, indicates the strength of the, I mean, it's kind of sideways. It's not very clear. You can see this example, this particular day. Okay, it's clearly, a bearish trend. ADX line stayed above 20 and, minus DI line stayed above plus DI line. Okay, so one simple way of using this ADX indicator is, if you are an option buyer, if the ADX is above 20 or 25 and if the green line is above red line, then you can think to buy call options. But please note, options carries more risk, especially option buying carries more risk, and you should completely follow the proper risk management rules. Okay, and on the other side, if the ADX line is above 20 and if the red line is above green line, then you can look to buy put options. This is one way. And if you are an option seller, it is very easy. Suppose if the ADX line is below 20, then you can think to sell call option or put option, because there is a less probability of trending. If the ADX line comes about 20, that means you can exit the trade. In that way you can do it. And if you are a straddle or strangle seller, then it is very easy. You can do it if the ADX line is below 20, because then there is a high probability of sideways. You can carry the trade until ADX line stays below 20, isn't it? So this is how you can make use of the ADX indicator. I hope this video is really helpful, friends. So please do like it and share it with your friends. Thank you.